Hi everyone, this is the confirmation group
Welcome to this week's Keeping Connected video
with a devotion from Pastor Joe.
and some news about our church home.
Oh my gosh, finally!
Hi everyone, it's Pastor Joe, and that was our awesome confirmation group. They're a great group to work with. I think it was about 10 attempts before we were able to record that. They're a fun group. You know, confirmation is an example of how summer has some scheduling problems for us all, in that there's a lot to do in the summer. There's trips being taken and outings, and maybe you experience that with worship, with coming to worship. I want to encourage you as we try and live life to the full and have fun and do fun things, that worship's an opportunity for us. Worship is part of life to the full. You know, there's something great about our Lutheran approach to worship, because what you'll hear when you come to worship is you're refreshed and reminded in a truth about what God has done for you. Watch for that in our songs, in our prayers. We don't have an approach where we're singing about God maybe doing a mighty work in the days ahead, possibly, I hope He does, or what we can do for teaming up for social justice. What we're reminded of is a solid truth about Christ having won the great victory already. And we get to live with this incredible peace inside. Worship is about God serving us with His word and His sacrament. And it's an opportunity for us to support and encourage each other. We get to team up and to share kind words with each other. And maybe you're the one that God is going to use to share a smile and a kind word with someone else. So I encourage you to view worship in its spot as an opportunity, because we know there are challenges that go on in the world. Here's an interesting spot in Scripture. I'm going to read from the book of Habakkuk. And Habakkuk, at this time, the country might be about to be run over, and there's just really bad things going on. And note the tone. When you pick up a Scripture, we can't just look for a little golden nugget. You have to kind of meditatively reflect on the whole of a book, or a fullness of a story, and maybe even a confusing story that we look in relationship to the whole big story and go, how does this fit in with the whole story? Habakkuk, in his puzzle with what he sees around him, shares, "O Lord, how long shall I cry for help, and you will not hear? Or cry to you violence, and you will not save? Why do you make me see iniquity? And why do you idly look at wrong? Destruction and violence are before me. Strife and contention arise. So the law is paralyzed, and justice never goes forth. For the wicked surround the righteous, so justice goes forth perverted." Note his wondering with what he's seeing, and about how it's all going to get fixed and made right. He does acknowledge God is big and powerful. "Are you not from everlasting, O Lord my God, my Holy One?" He's continuing here further in the chapter. "You who are of purer eyes than to see evil, and cannot look at wrong. Why do you idly look at traitors and remain silent when the wicked swallows up the man more righteous than he?" He wants some answers. I don't understand, God, why I'm looking around and seeing what's taking place, which is clearly wrong. And in a bold way, which I don't recommend, he says, stand at my watchpost and station myself on the tower, and I'll look out to see what he'll say to me. And the answer for my complaint. So kind of a bold spot. He wants an answer. And interestingly, when Job posed a number of questions to God, God's answer back is, this is how big I am. This is who I am. And in response to Habakkuk, he takes it a little bit different direction, but he doesn't point out that he's going to deal with the exact things going on in Habakkuk's life, just that justice will happen. Maybe you're not going to see what you want to see happen, but justice will happen. And there's a really cool prayer at the end of the book of Habakkuk as he reflects on what does seem inevitable, that this foreign country is going to wipe them out and his legs are trembling. Notice where he goes to for a spot of strength in his heart, which we are encouraged to live with, this incredible peace inside of who's on our side and what he's done already. I hear, and my body trembles, my lips quiver at the sound. Rottenness enters my bones. He's reflecting on what's going to happen. My legs tremble beneath me. Yet I will quietly wait for the day of trouble to come upon the people who invade us. Though the fig tree should not blossom, which they count on, nor fruit be on the vines, the produce of the olive fail, and fields yield no food, the flock be cut off from the fold. So though all these terrible things are happening, and there be no herd in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will take joy in the God of my salvation. God, the Lord, is my strength. We have the opportunity to refresh ourselves in that truth all the time with worship. We have the opportunity to come together and to be reminded, to receive the sacrament together, to hear his word. And as we go into life, we take this incredible peace that we're asked to impact the world with, a peace that no one can take away from us, no matter what the circumstances. And we do have opportunities like this when we come together as well. We try and impact the world as individuals, and we can do great things together as a church home. This is the Newberry Food Pantry that Janice talked about at announcements last week, and we're having a food drive going on for the rest of the summer. There'll be a table right here in the foyer, and the items requested are going to be posted right on the website. You can look those up. You can bring some items to worship you all at once or a little bit at a time, and we're going to connect that. Probably do this more than once in the course of the year, but we're just doing this food drive right now for the end of till the end of the summer. So we have that opportunity to team up and impact the world in that way as well. Well, as you go into the rest of your summer, please feel God's peace. Find ways to get refreshed and renewed in it. Worship is a great opportunity to do that. And please carry his name well into the world around you. This week's Keeping Connected.
This is the confirmation group.
Welcome to this week's Keeping Connected. That's so bad. Sam, you.
We didn't even say a word.
Get ready. One.
You're so bad.
Get ready.
Not even a word.
No, don't.
You were